We're now going to look at coaching, something that's becoming the in word in management. So what exactly is coaching? Coaching is quite simply helping people to help themselves through working with them closely and identifying their individual strengths and weaknesses, and then implementing action to improve their overall performance in any given task or situation. Now, coaching is quite simply helping people to help themselves. It takes a form of guidance, feedback and mentoring to help people learn through experience and self-discovery. Now, the coaching process closes the gap between an individual's present standard and level of performance and the desired level and performance that you want somebody to achieve. Now, coaching can help individuals to learn new skills or become better and more confident at existing tasks and skills. Coaching can be an unending process, with each new level of achievement and performance forming the base or the platform for the next challenge. Now, the process of coaching follows a cycle, with the same steps being used repetitively. And there are 5 basic steps to coaching. So let's go over these steps one by one. The first step begins with identifying the objectives and goals to be achieved, and then working backwards on how to achieve them. The second step is to analyse the candidate's current skill level in the area to be addressed, and then identify any gaps or shortfalls in their ability to carry out that task successfully. The third step is to decide on an action plan, and you do this over a defined period of time to bring the candidate's skill levels up to the required level of performance that you're trying to achieve. Now, the fourth step is to implement that action plan and improve the individual's performance and levels in the targeted skill or task that we set out. The fifth and final step is to constantly monitor and review the candidate's progress by giving critical and constructive feedback. So that's the 5 steps. Let's remind ourselves again and summarise them. First of all, identify the objectives and goals that you want to achieve. Secondly, analyse the current level of skill that the person has in that area and any gaps or shortfalls that you can identify. Next, decide on an action plan to bring the skill level up to the required standard. Then implement the action plan that you've agreed on. And finally, regularly review and monitor the performance and provide constructive feedback to the person on a regular basis. So that's the 5 steps. Now, once you have successfully completed the cycle, you can use this to initiate the next cycle of agreed objectives. Now, we'll go into more detail on these 5 steps later on in the session. So that answers the first question as to what coaching is. Now, the next obvious question is why coach? What are the benefits? So let's have a look at them. Well, first of all, by coaching, the individual benefits. They become more aware of their own strengths and weaknesses. They become more aware of areas that need improvement in their own abilities. Now, coaching helps to increase people's competence. And by increasing people's competence in certain areas, that also improves their confidence and their own self-esteem. That normally leads to an increase in performance, which helps them to realise their potential. And any good coach or any good manager should always want to help people to realise their full potential. And coaching is excellent for that. Now, by helping people to realise the potential, it increases their job satisfaction. The person becomes more satisfied in the job that they're actually carrying out. Coaching also helps to build up a bond between the manager and the individual, because with coaching you've got to work closely with people, and that does help to build up a bond. So the individual, hopefully you'll agree, benefits greatly. Now, the company also benefits by coaching, because it means that the overall standards of skill within the company's force, sales force, if it's a sales company, or within their admin staff, it's the admin side of the company, their overall standards actually increase and improve. Now, this helps to create a better motivated workforce. It means that the morale of the workforce is increased, and it means that the staff efficiency is also increased, because coaching helps to extend people's skills in different areas. This normally leads to increased productivity, and it helps staff become more flexible in their approach to their work, because coaching allows you to give them more variety in their work. And this normally leads to increased staff retention because people become less bored by doing the same task over and over again. Coaching helps you to extend people's skills, gives them more variety, and as I say, this does help to lead to increased staff retention. Coaching is also an excellent tool to help to identify future management potential, because by working closely with people, you could find out their attitudes to work, you could find out the skills that they have, you can see how competent they are at taking on new knowledge and new tasks. So it helps the company identify future management potential. Coaching also helps to allow managers to get to delegate more, because by increasing people's competence in different areas, it means that the manager can delegate more tasks to people in different areas of their work, as opposed to just carrying out the same tasks over and over again. And obviously by delegating, this eventually frees up management time, which means that the manager can get on to doing maybe more important tasks. And as I've said earlier, this also helps to build up a better manager-individual relationship. All of these things hopefully increase the company's profitability. So as you can see, as well as individual benefiting, the company can also benefit greatly by ensuring that managers coach effectively. So overall, I'm sure you'll agree that coaching is beneficial both for the individual and the company in general. And in this session, we've given you some very good reasons as to why you should consider coaching seriously in your own individual company.